What is the law on topless sunbathing? The sun is out and, for the brave among us, so is the flesh. But just how much is too much in terms of the law, and can you legally go topless? Well, the answer is yes, but there's a catch. Let's face it, the Brits have always had a funny relationship with nudity, and it's only the very daring who emulate our European neighbours by ditching the bikini top. British law states that it is indeed legal for a woman to sunbathe topless to avoid those pesky tan lines. But it must be done in a discreet manner. According to the Crown Prosecution Service, it is legal to show a bare chest, but you need to be considerate of others. The CPS said, a balance needs to be struck between the right to freedom of expression and the right of the wider public to be protected from harassment, alarm and distress. So, it is not an offense to be topless, but it becomes a crime if it can be proved that the person stripped off with the intention to cause distress, alarm or outrage. So, you can strip off, but if someone asks you to cover up, it might be a good idea to do so or risk running into trouble with the law. Police have advised people if they want to go topless in their backyards to inform their neighbors first. However, that does run the risk of the local peeping Tom suddenly having many more reasons to water the garden. The police in Surrey said, if you want to wander around your garden naked and you are overlooked neighbors, then you have to be careful. An Englishman's home is not quite his castle, and your garden is not exempt from the law. In an ideal world, your relationship with your neighbors would be such that they would not object to you gardening in the buff, and they would never dream of calling the police. In the real world, however, you would be well advised to take some simple precautions. They advise explaining to your neighbors that you want to sunbathe without clothes and to be discreet. And they have suggested confining naturism to a part of the garden which can be screened from the view. Police are duty-bound to investigate an allegation of indecent exposure or outraging public decency, so it's worth getting on friendly terms with the neighbors. As for fears about peeping Toms, they added no one has the right to spy on you, and if you find that your neighbor is leaning out of an upstairs window or standing on the top of a stepladder in order to see you, then he or she may well be committing an offense. Temperatures are said to hit 30 degrees again today, and it promises to be a lovely sunny weekend across the country. So there you go, girls. It's fine to whip off that top to get the perfect tan, but just take care. And don't forget the sun cream. If you have a story for our news team, email us at webnews@metro.co.uk. You can also follow us on Facebook and Twitter.